This is a true story of how loyalty and determination triumphed over nature. A story that will forever go down in history. The race against death. Winter 1925, Alaska. The small town of Nome, with a population of 1,400, is trapped in a deadly crisis. A diphtheria outbreak is spreading, threatening the lives of children and vulnerable adults. Dr. Curtis Welch desperately records the first cases, but the town's supply of life-saving serum is nearly gone. The outbreak struck at the worst possible time for Nome. The town was cut off from the rest of Alaska by the coldest winter in 20 years, and the local supply of diphtheria antitoxin had run out. Without it, doctors in Nome predicted a 100% fatality rate. The nearest available serum that could be transported by rail was in Nenana, 1,085 kilometers, 674 miles away. The only cure, diphtheria antitoxin, was over 1,000 kilometers away. Normally, it could have been delivered by train or airplane, but the winter of 1925 was especially brutal. Temperatures had dropped to minus 50 degrees Celsius, and even the most experienced pilots refused to fly. Airplane engines wouldn't survive the extreme cold. The only remaining option was to transport the serum by train to Nenana, and from there, by dog sled. To deliver the serum as fast as possible, an emergency relay was organized. 20 mushers and 150 sled dogs would take turns carrying the precious cargo across the frozen wilderness of Alaska. The serum was sent by train from Anchorage to Nenana, where it was handed to the first sled team. From there, the most dangerous leg of the journey began. 960 kilometers, 600 miles, through hurricane-force winds, frozen rivers, and icy mountains. Each musher had to travel 30 to 90 kilometers, 20 to 55 miles before passing the serum to the next team. The temperature dropped to minus 50 degrees Celsius, the snow turned into ice shards, and the trails they relied on disappeared beneath deep drifts. One of the most treacherous sections, the Norton Sound crossing, was only partially frozen. The ice beneath the sled team cracked open, and Musher Leonhard Sapala nearly drowned. But his lead dog, Togo, saved the team, pulling them out of the freezing water. The final and most perilous leg of the journey was led by Balto, a strong and resilient Siberian husky. It was up to him to guide the team through the worst blizzard yet, where visibility dropped to just 5 meters. Musher gunner Kassin could barely see through the storm. The wind blew them off course, but Balto felt the path and guided the team back in the right direction. Despite frostbite, exhaustion, and the relentless cold, Balto never stopped. On the 5th day of the race, Balto led his team into Nome. The cold was unbearable, the snowfall relentless, but the serum had arrived. Doctors immediately began treatment. Lives were saved. Thanks to the efforts of the entire relay team, the epidemic was stopped. In 5 days, not a single musher turned back. An entire town depended on them. This was more than one dog's achievement. It was a victory of endurance, teamwork, and loyalty. Mushers risked their lives, sled dogs braved exhaustion, and the people of Nome never lost hope. Balto became a symbol, but every musher and dog played their part. Their legacy endures, a story of courage, unity, and survival. Balto's legacy lives on as a symbol of courage and loyalty, honoring the sled dogs and mushers who defied the impossible.